From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Wednesday morning. We're tracking some snow showers up in the Cascades and some rain showers in the lower Columbia Basin. At times it could be a little bit heavy down towards Hermiston, and a rain-snow mix up in the Blue Mountains. On to temperatures now as we're down into the 40s in the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys, 40s in the Basin, the same thing in the Blue Foothills, and 20s and 30s for the higher terrain of the Cascades and Blues. That's going to be very important today as the snow levels are going to be pretty borderline with our passes. Okay, here is your umbrella cast for today for the Tri-Cities. Me personally, I would have the umbrella on hand all throughout the day, especially into the afternoon and evening. That's even when we could get some thunderstorms within the basin. So for today, it's going to be gray. We will see rain and thunderstorms, likely a little bit breezy and windy. The best chances for thunderstorms going to be in the basin and in the foothills. And then starting late tonight through 4 in the morning on Friday, we're expecting a ton of snow in the Cascades, 6 to 12 inches for US 2, US 12, and I-90, but even more from 4 in the morning on Friday to 4 in the morning on Tuesday. Again, up in the Cascades, 20 plus inches of new snowfall for those same passes. Lots to talk about on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, a walkout at Walla Walla University over what students say were discriminatory actions that the school took against members of the LGBTQ plus community. We have that story coming up.
But first, a fight on the ice sends a Tri-City Americans player to the hospital during last night's game. With the details on what exactly happened.
Also coming up, Canadians who plan on visiting the U.S. for longer than a month may have to face some new rules. We have the details on the new registration requirements that President Trump is preparing to enforce. It's all on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It's Wednesday, March 12th, and we have a lot of news to get to this morning. Starting off with supporters of the Tri-City Americans hockey team. They're rallying around the team and players after a fight broke out on the ice last night and sent a player to the hospital.
Now, during the second period, Americans defenseman Terrell Goldsmith and Seattle Thunderbirds Ashton Cumbie got into a fist fight on the ice during regular play, and at one point, Goldsmith was hit in the face and knocked unconscious. He fell to the ice and began seizing. An ambulance was called, and fans say as he was being taken off the ice, he did give a thumbs up to the crowd. The game is now postponed until a later date. Goldsmith's current condition is unknown at this time, but this is a developing story, so we'll update you once we know more.
603 and West Valley Fire Rescue is warning people about the risk of wildfires, even though it may seem very early in the season. Firefighters, though, were able to quickly put out a couple of fires just last night, just off of South Atannum. Now, the fire department says with open burning starting this weekend, they are asking people to be very careful. Now, people who do decide to do controlled burns should make sure that they have a water source nearby and monitor the fire until it's completely out.
Police arrest a man who is accused of several sex assaults at businesses in the Tri-Cities area. Now, according to the Pasco Police Department, 22-year-old Maxwell Grady was at the Pasco Walmart when police say he followed a woman around the store while touching himself. Police say he then left bodily fluids behind, including on the woman, and Kennewick police say they're also investigating Grady for similar acts at businesses in Kennewick. Police say he would go into businesses, brush up against women, and grope them, and then touch himself after. Now, if you've had inappropriate encounters with him, please contact Kennewick Police or Pasco Police.
604, some new information on a story we've been following closely on the arrest of an off-duty Washington State Patrol trooper in a fatal crash that happened earlier this month. Sarah Clayson had been scheduled to be in court today for her arraignment. That's when she was supposed to hear the charges that were officially filed against her. But it appears that that hearing set for today has been canceled. Now, Clayson, as you may remember, was arrested back on March 1st after officers who responded to the crash on State Route 240 and Village Parkway say they could smell intoxicants on her. Now, 20-year-old Josier Sanchez died in that crash. Now, Clayson was released from jail on March 3rd on her own recognizance. She is awaiting what was supposed to be her arraignment today. Again, that has been postponed. Spokane County prosecutor who is overseeing the case says that his office is still reviewing and is not prepared to bring those charges yet. He tells us the investigation is ongoing and a date for that arraignment hearing has not yet been rescheduled. Clayson does remain on administrative leave from the State Patrol. And we're also tracking another case involving a Benton County official. Keith Johnson, who is the public defense director for Benton County, has been charged with driving under the influence. Johnson was arrested on March 2nd, released that same day on $1,000 bail. Now, we spoke to the prosecuting attorney who is working on the case, Johnson referring us to his attorney, and we will be reaching out to them as well. The prosecuting attorney confirming with us that the case is pending out of district court in Benton County, and West Richland's prosecuting attorney is handling the case. Now, there have been a lot of questions swirling around this case. We, of course, are trying to get all of those questions answered. We're staying on top of this, and as soon as we have more information, we'll, of course, bring that to you as soon as we have it confirmed.
Students let their voices be heard at Walla Walla University after organizers say the university has taken actions of discrimination against members of the LGBTQ+ community.
Yeah, this all comes after they say a gay student was not allowed to run for student body president. Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen was at that walkout in Walla Walla where students shared their frustrations.
In a move that sparked controversy and concerns, according to Walla Walla University students, WWU has taken steps many call discriminatory. Students gathered outside the Walla Walla University administration building, protesting what they describe as a pattern of discrimination. Last month, the university removed a senior recognition video after a student was seen holding a pride flag. Now, organizers say a student in a same-sex relationship was barred from running for student body president.
I was totally taken off guard by this. It was something I never expected. There's no policy, there's nothing that has ever been stated or said that would, let us know that this could be a thing. So it was definitely a shock to me and a lot of other students, especially because I was the only one running for the position.
Ross Goulet says his views don't represent the university or the associated students of Walla Walla University. He's speaking on his own behalf.
They were asking me to pull out of the race, and I said no, that I wasn't going to make that decision. And after more back and forth, they eventually got to the point of saying, we've made the decision to pull you out of the race.
He says he was angry and upset, an issue he's never faced before. Students like Heidi Kissinger says this walkout is a way for the student body to be heard and show support for Goulet.
Students really want a place to feel safe on campus. So it's kind of been an ongoing issue between what students want versus what can be done by the administration.
Kissinger adds the university does a good job of making the campus feel safe, but she wants reassurance that the university maintains an open and caring environment.
A lot gets solved when people are able to come together. Like, when people are able to recognize each other's differences and be able to communicate them civilly and respectfully, and for the university to create that kind of space for students to do so.
I actually wasn't out before this. I was in a relationship, but it was very on the down low. No one really knew about it. And one of the administrators caught wind of it, and that's kind of how it blew up.
This is a developing story, and as soon as we get more information, we'll be sure to bring it to you right here on Apple Valley News Now. Reporting in Walla Walla, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Dan. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, President Trump is preparing to enforce some new requirements on Canadians who plan on being in the U.S. for more than a month. We have the details and more coming up in your national news.
And as we give you that live look outside this morning from our Legends Casino and Hotel Skycam in Richland, taking a look over the mighty Columbia at 6:09. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will be back after the break with your forecast.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At NeuroStim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostemtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington State locations.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a 24 Bronco Sport 4x4 Wild Edition for just $299 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Hi, I'm Rowdy with Total Energy Management. For 40 years, we've been keeping the Tri-Cities comfortable with top-notch heating and air conditioning services. We take pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable deals. Right now, you can save big with up to $4,900 in rebates and tax credits on a new Carrier heating and cooling system. So turn to the experts at Total Energy Management to ensure your house is the perfect temperature year-round. Visit TEMINC.com or call 946-4500 to learn more.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We do have a winter weather advisory that's in place for the western slopes of the Cascades. So technically the Seattle market covers those areas, but it is pretty adjacent to our region. It does include Snoqualmie Pass, so you can read more about this alert by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. Of course, you can download it for free on the App Store and on Google Play. Now on to temperatures as we're down into the 30s and 40s in Kittitas County, 43 for Ellensburg, 39 degrees in Vantage. Then for the Yakima Valley, 30s and 40s, all of us above freezing. And then in the lower Columbia Basin, also low to mid 40s, so we're above freezing for this morning. In the Blue Foothills, 30s and 40s, also probably not running into any frost, just given that all the temperatures are above 32 degrees, but a little bit closer to that threshold in the Blue Mountains with mid 30s, and that's going to become very important as snow levels are going to be very borderline today at pass level in both the Cascades and the Blues. Here's your day planner for today for lower elevations. It's going to be a wet day. It's going to be a mild day, even some thunderstorms possible for the basin and foothills as we head into this afternoon. So for today, mostly seasonal, very breezy, winds gusting out of the south between 20 to 40 miles per hour, the strongest wind gusts in the Blues. And then for tonight, pass conditions slipping downhill, especially after 10 p.m., especially up in the Cascades, and winds still a big factor. I'll time everything out with Futurecast, and I'll show you how much snowfall we're expecting, not just from this storm system, but from all the ensuing ones. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 6:14 in your national headlines this morning. President Trump is preparing to enforce some new registration requirements for Canadians 14 and older if they're visiting the U.S. for more than 30 days. So this new rule would require Canadians to register their biographic information with the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. Now, previously, Canadians staying longer than 30 days were not required to register, but now, if they don't register, they could face civil or criminal penalties. This new rule is set to go into effect on April 11th. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. When we come back, we will check back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. He will have your full First Alert forecast, let you know what you can expect through the rest of the weekend into the weekend. Giving you that live look outside this morning over Pasco, courtesy of our camera at Dust Devils Stadium. It is 6:15. We're back after the break.
And the princess never felt the pee, as the Summit made for a perfect night's sleep.
What was it like before? Never a mattress?
30 years ago, getting a mattress was pretty scary. Middlemen hawked spring-filled slabs, hardly fit for a dog, at prices like you wouldn't believe. And you'd barely sleep, what with bad foam and even worse support. But then, Denver Mattress came to town. They promised a better night's sleep, and they delivered. And it still holds true to this day. Denver Mattress. After 30 years, still the easiest way to get the right mattress.
To see if you qualify for Hanford Worker Compensation, please call Smart Law for a free consultation at 509-735-5555. Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses, including neurological, respiratory and heart conditions, cancers, and beryllium-related disorders. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Call Smart Law at 509-735-5555 for Hanford Worker Compensation. Smart Law, smart choice.
Why buy a mattress from Mattress Depot USA?
Low prices.
Every day, we beat any competitor's price.
Selection?
All sizes and brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Customer service.
Our sleep specialists average 10 years in the industry. Check out our reviews.
Comfort guarantee?
120 nights worth.
Same-day delivery.
Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Local?
Born here, live here.
Come see us today.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Wendy Redman is a leader in broadcast news. She breaks big stories, produces special reports that make a difference, and brings the news home each evening.
It's sometimes dramatic, but always informative.
Wendy Redman, Austin Reed, Stacey Lee, Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Next live, John Leguizamo.
I love that diamond earring.
Oh, thank you. I'm a little flashy. I like the floss.
I like it.
Yeah.
Plus Powers Patina Miller.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and step you through the forecast, and there is so much to talk about, folks. Rain picks up for the Basin, foothills, and Blues during the early morning. By the late morning, we'll dry out a bit in the Basin and foothills, but rain starts to pick up again from the southwest around lunchtime. Maybe some thunderstorms starting to get involved at this point as well. By the mid-afternoon, that'll be the peak time frame for thunderstorms, especially in the mountains, Basin, and foothills. Thunderstorms will still be possible around dinner time, and thunderstorm chances eventually go down during the late evening, although showers could still impact lower elevations and snow could still impact higher terrain during this time frame. We'll be drier for the Cascades around midnight, but this is when snow starts to pick up in the Blues. The bulk of the snow will stay around the Blues during the overnight hours. We'll kind of hold on to that through at least the early morning hours of Thursday, but by the late morning, snow winds down around the Blues, but starts to ramp back up in the Cascades. Around lunchtime, snow showers still mostly concentrated around the Cascades, and we'll continue to deal with that in the Cascades throughout the rest of the day. That's when we're really going to run up some of these snowfall totals up there. Okay, speaking of snowfall, here's some of the snowfall totals we're thinking over the next 48 hours. 6 to 12 inches for some of our biggest Cascade passes, probably less than up to 3 inches or less than that for our Blue Mountain passes. That gets us through Wednesday and Thursday. There's another storm system for Friday and Saturday. There's yet another one for Sunday and Monday. So first Friday and Saturday, this one could provide us more feet of snow for our Cascade passes, 3 to 6 inches of snow for our Blue Mountain passes, and then maybe more feet of snow for our Cascade passes into Sunday and Monday through the wee hours of the morning on Tuesday. So just bank on this. From late tonight through the wee hours of the morning on Tuesday, there's going to be some tough pass travel, specifically in the Cascades, but nothing to scoff at in the Blue Mountains either. High temperatures staying mostly seasonal over the next 7 days. Here's the 7-day forecast in the Tri-Cities. Rain and storms likely today, then rain chances stick around through Monday as winds pick up Saturday and Sunday. In Yakima, rain likely today, maybe a flurry mixing in tomorrow, then rain likely again by this weekend. In Ellensburg, wet weather for today, maybe a few flurries mixing in tomorrow, then rain likely again for Saturday and Sunday. In Hermiston, rain and thunderstorms likely today, then we hold on to small rain chances overall through Monday with some blustery conditions this weekend. Then for Walla Walla, rain and thunderstorms likely today. Rain still likely Thursday, a bit drier for Friday. Then more rain likely Saturday through Monday. Now you're taking another live look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest, where we're always on your side.
As we get ready for spring and summer, let's make sure our equipment is workable and safe. Vehicles should look twice when they change lanes because the motorcycles are out. Look twice.
Call Allen Brecky Law Offices at 735-0546.
2025 is your year to start a new business, and the City of Pasco is here to help. We have newly updated commercial kitchen space and vendor windows available at the Pasco Specialty Kitchen downtown. Mobile food vendors, we've made it faster and easier than ever to get permits and connect with customers, thanks to new citywide regulations for food trucks and hand carts. Visit pasco-wa.gov for more information and join the thriving Pasco community. Naturally transformative.
The 2025 Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days is hotter than ever. Win tickets to Three Doors Down, the Demo Derby, and the PRCA Rodeo before you can buy them. Just click on contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com to enter. See you at the fair.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic, don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else. Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Traffic jam.
Ugh, and I'm already late.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
The Subaru A Lot to Love event is here, which means it's time for some spring cleaning at McCurley Subaru. And this March, your trade is worth more than ever. Right now, we're giving you an extra $500 off any vehicle purchase when you trade in a vehicle, plus special event savings on every new and pre-owned vehicle. And with exclusive low-rate financing, driving home a new ride has never been easier. Get to McCurley Subaru today, where your trade is worth more this March.
As we get ready for spring and summer, let's make sure our equipment is workable and safe. Vehicles should look twice when they change lanes because the motorcycles are out. Look twice.
Call Allen Brecky Law Offices at 735-0546.
Kraken Canadians. Pre-game at 7 o'clock on Apple Valley News Now.
6:23, welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news this morning, the Lion King and Dune composer Hans Zimmer is bringing his recent concert tour to the big screen.
I love Hans Zimmer, and I recently got my tickets to see this concert film. Yes, it's at the Giza Powerhouse Theater in Walla Walla, and it's only playing in a few select theaters.
Rick Damigella got to talk with Hans Zimmer about the film in today's Hollywood Minute.
What you're hearing and seeing is a suite of music from Interstellar, a sequence from the concert film Hans Zimmer and Friends, Diamond in the Desert. Zimmer felt his recent concert tour, featuring music from across his career, needed another outlet for fans to experience.
We are a pretty big show. Let me put it like this, we're 15 trucks and 13 buses and 171 people, right? 40 tons of lights hang above my head. Not everybody can come and see us, and we can't go everywhere where people can see us.
Zimmer is joined by some famous faces.
Pirate music.
For us, it's our whole childhood.
Got some interviews with some of my friends, Johnny Marr and Pharrell Williams, and Billie Eilish and Phineas, and just people who have been part of my life, part of my creative life, or better still, who are truly friends. What an honor it is for us to be here. What a joy it is to play for you.
Hans Zimmer and Friends, Diamond in the Desert debuts in theaters March 19th. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
You guys want to get tickets now, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, it just soothed a part of me that I didn't even know was unsoothed. Just here.
Hype me up.
Yeah, I mean, it's hype, but it's like, I just needed that, Needed to hear that music. It's so good.
I love it. And so iconic.
I know, just every
you forget
major
some of
motion picture
the movies he's been a part of. Yeah.
I forgot about Pirates of the Caribbean. Staple for my childhood.
Very
Love
good.
those.
Very good.
And you can still get your tickets to see the concert film at the Giza Powerhouse Theater in Walla Walla.
Yeah, there's a showing on March 23rd at 2 p.m. and the 26th at 7 p.m.
Get on it, Josh.
Yep. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. One man in Washington taking his Cybertruck into the dealership to get serviced comes back out to find it. Look at that. You see it on your screen. Vandalized with a swastika.
We have the details on what happened in your next half hour. And Josh, how is that 3-degree guarantee looking?
It's going up, up, and up. We've been in the triple digits for a while, so I'll show you just how nice that jackpot is looking. That's coming up on the other side of the break.
Car wreck, I'm here to help you.
I got T-boned at an intersection. Mariano got me about 50 times more than I thought I was going to get.
I did my best, and she got way more than she expected.
He is the guy.
Call 853-2222.
1955 is when it started. Yakima, Washington is where it started. An idea hatched by a group who felt the average working person deserved more for their money. It's now grown throughout the Northwest, membership-focused and employee-owned since 2004. At Bi-Mart, the last 70 years have been about one thing, delivering the best value for our members every day. From saving our members more, to being a trusted community partner, to giving back, our story is unique, it's comfortable and dependable. As we celebrate our 70th anniversary, we continue to grow and serve our members, our employee owners, the communities we call home. At Bi-Mart, we're built to last. 70 years is just the beginning. Saving you more is here to stay. We're different, we're proud of it, and we look forward to serving you, our loyal membership family, for another 70 years.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Here at the clinic, we stay up to date on the latest research and we offer cutting-edge therapies. We treat a number of different conditions, specifically Parkinson's disease, stroke recovery, traumatic brain injury, fibromyalgia, diabetes. We also treat folks dealing with cognitive decline due to aging.
We all have dreams and ideas about how life is going to be, and then life happens, and it's not necessarily what we pictured. So how do we deal with that? I've lived with multiple sclerosis for years. It's realizing that it's all one system. How do you reset your goals so that you can live a happy, healthy life even with chronic illness? And I can attest, yes, you can. My life is incredibly happy.
We first start by improving oxygen utilization in the cells because healthy cells are well oxygenated. We then work towards improving areas of the brain that are inefficient, and for this we use a number of different modalities. We offer oxygen contrast therapy, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, transcranial photobiomodulation, and our latest addition, brain high-intensity interval training.
We also build a schedule for the patient that makes it easy to adapt their game plan to their lives and the therapies they do inside the clinic. To get started, call 509-783-5465 and schedule an appointment with a client advocate today.
Car wreck, I'm here to help you.
I got T-boned at an intersection. Mariano got me about 50 times more than I thought I was going to get.
I did my best, and she got way more than she expected.
He is the guy.
Call 853-2222.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacy Lee weather. Apple Valley News Now on your side. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest on your side.
Good Wednesday morning, and thanks so much for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, we like 3 triple digits with the 3-degree guarantee, but not for our temperatures, unless you're
I'm
over
into
here.
it. Bring on the 100 degrees.
We gotta
100
wait.
bucks, 100 degrees.
Give it 3-4 months. We'll be there in no time. Yeah. I'm talking triple digits in terms of the Benjamins.
Cash.
Right? Colbert. Cash. We're up to $225 now. So let's go ahead and take graphics for a 3-degree guarantee, sponsored by our friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel. Yesterday, I went with a forecast high of 57 in Pasco Tri-Cities, and it verified at 55. So yes, the jackpot did go up to $225. Here are the stakes for today. I'm going with a forecast high of 59 in Pasco Tri-Cities. So if it verifies between 56 to 62, the jackpot's going to go up to $250. If that doesn't happen, and if my forecast goes bust, all the money could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalleynewsnow.com, clicking on the contest page, or you could scan the QR code. It's on your screen. Okay, now what's on your screen are some snow showers up in the Cascades, also just some cold rain showers in the basin and in the foothills. It looks like there's a rain-snow mix up in the Blue Mountains, and we'll take a look at temperatures now. 40s in the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys, 40s in the lower Columbia Basin and in the Blue Foothills, down into the 20s and 30s for our passes, and that's going to bear a lot of relevance as snow levels are going to be borderline on our pass levels in both the Cascades and the Blues for today. Okay, here's your hour-by-hour forecast for today for the Tri-Cities. A gray day, another mild day, and a day in which we'll have chances for thunderstorms, especially into the afternoon and early evening. So for today, gray across the map. Rain and thunderstorms going to be likely. Thunderstorms especially likely in the basin and also in the foothills. And again, the mountain range is going to be borderline on snowfall, but snow chances go way up as we head into the overnight hours and into tomorrow. But focusing in on today's forecast, I'll have that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Starting your half hour off with an update out of Silets, Oregon, the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office saying the body of the missing toddler, Dane Paulson, has been found in the Silets River. The discovery comes after an extensive 11-day search as Paulson was reported missing back on March 1st. He was last seen playing in his yard, and diver Juan Heredia with the Angels Recovery Dive Team says he found him at the bottom of the river next to a tree about 3 miles from his family's property. Investigators believe he was at the river's edge before his disappearance, and there's no evidence that any criminal action was involved.
Also out of Oregon, the Senate is voting to raise the state's legal minimum age for marriage from 17 to 18 years old. Present state law lets 17-year-olds officially marry in Oregon when they have one parent or guardian's permission, and the teen's own consent is not required. The vote to raise the marriage age was on Monday, and it passed 28-1, supported on both sides of the aisle. SB 548 now heads to the Oregon House of Representatives. If the measure is signed into law, Oregon will join only 13 other states with a minimum legal marriage age of 18. Another bill out of Oregon is in response to a troubling surge in violence against healthcare workers. Oregon healthcare professionals and lawmakers are advocating to safeguard both patients and providers. So Senate Bill 537 would put those safeguards in place. They would implement strategies that would prevent violence and also support victims and enhance transparency and accountability. Injuries from workplace violence in hospitals have surged by 181% between 2007 and 2022, and 92% of Oregon Nurses Association members reported workplace violence last year.
In Washington now, a man is sharing pictures of what happened to his Tesla Cybertruck when he went to get his car serviced. Now, the man who goes by the name Roro says he found a swastika sprayed painted on his car while he was at a Tesla dealership in suburban Seattle. Roro calls the incident, quote, disheartening, but he also says he doesn't feel personally attacked. Police in Linwood say that 6 cars were spray painted, and the vandalism appears to be the latest in incidents that many believe are protests against Elon Musk and his work with the Department of Government Efficiency. And we're told Tesla is fixing the damage to his car. And coming up next, it's Operation Best Friend. And if you love the outdoors, then you'll need to give Layla a forever home with you to be your forever companion.
What a cutie.
Look at her, she's so cute. We're gonna have more on her in just a few minutes.
And giving you that live look outside this morning in Pasco from the Dust Devils Stadium. It is 6:34, and when we come back, we'll check back in with meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. It's not easy being Mariano Morales' horse. He needs to ride the clients all the time. He does take care of them. He gets the insurance company to pay for medical bills, car repairs, even money for pain and suffering. Looks like it's going to be another busy day. Better get warmed up. After all, I am his best friend.
Hurt in a car wreck? Give me a call.
Big or small, we work them all.
I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
It's the Blue Compass RV Spring Blowout Sale. Pick your RV, pick your payment. With new RVs from $97 a month. Every RV comes with a 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete. A $5,000 value. Visit us online or in store today.
Hi, I'm Rowdy with Total Energy Management. For 40 years, we've been keeping the Tri-Cities comfortable with top-notch heating and air conditioning services. We take pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable deals. Right now, you can save big with up to $4,900 in rebates and tax credits on a new Carrier heating and cooling system. So turn to the experts at Total Energy Management to ensure your house is the perfect temperature year-round. Visit TEMINC.com or call 946-4500 to learn more.
Carol Allenbaugh has been sent to serve. You have been granted a $1,000 check on behalf of STCU and Apple Valley News Now for all your work for Sent to Serve.
To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleynewsnow.com.
This QR code is your key to the new Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. Scan the code to download this powerful forecasting tool that you can use anywhere. The Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app, only from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Next live, John Leguizamo.
I love that diamond earring.
Oh, thank you. I'm a little flashy. I like the floss.
I like it.
Yeah.
Plus Powers Patina Miller.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is time for your ski report brought to you by Schweitzer Village. Of course, we're starting off at Schweitzer, where we had 1 inch of new snow over the past 36 hours. The base depth right on the cusp of 70 inches. Now for Ski Bluewood outside of Dayton, 1 inch of snow over the past 36 hours, and the base depth also right on the cusp of 70 inches, so almost mirroring exactly what we saw up at Schweitzer. And then we'll take you over to Yakima County, White Pass, the base depth a little bit lower here, right around 60 inches. Also 1 inch of new snow over the past 36 hours, but all these numbers are destined to go up as we are anticipating quite a bit of snow for mountains over the next 4 to 5 days, especially in the Cascades. Speaking of the Cascades, here's a forecast for today in the Cascades. Snow level is going to be interesting as they'll be pretty borderline for passes, so we could have a rain-snow mix. It's going to be breezy, winds gusting out of the south and east up in the mountains, but we'll have light winds in the Kittitas Valley, rain likely today in the valley, and then we'll take you down to the Yakima Valley where There's going to be a better chance of thunderstorms in the lower valley as opposed to the upper valley. These highs also in the mid-50s, light winds overall. Then we'll take you over to the lower Columbia Basin. Could have thunderstorms into this afternoon. Winds gusting out of the south and west around 20 miles per hour. Mild once again will be up around 60. Will also be pretty mild in the foothills, colder in the Blue Mountains. Winds very blustery in the Blues, gusting out of the south upwards of 40 miles per hour.
You know what that song means. It means it's time for Operation Best Friend, where we introduce you to a local pet that you can rescue.
Best time of the week, and today we're introducing you to Layla. She's a spirited and adventurous girlie that's looking for her forever home.
Layla would make a great hiking companion, and she'll give you plenty of love and affection. Who doesn't love that? So go ahead, take a look.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Houses, Christine Connolly Realtor, and by Manthite Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn with Pibble Pen, and today I brought a special friend. This is Layla. She is 2 years old and she's a mixed breed. As you can see, she likes rolling on the floor. She was actually adopted through us when she was a puppy and got returned as she was older. She's last year, so she's been looking for her forever home since last year. She said she's ready. You heard her. She needs to be the only dog or the only animal in the home unless with proper introduction. She loves the outdoors. She loves going on hikes. She's a very active dog, and she needs a very active person. She loves kids and all people. She's very friendly. Come on. And she's just ready for her forever home. And she should be at Petco, not this weekend, but next weekend. And if you want to meet her, you can meet her. You can also apply for her on our website, and our adoption coordinator will reach out to you and we can do a meet and greet. If you want to learn more about her too, you can look at our website, or you can look on Facebook and see all of her beautiful pictures. Her foster mom says that when she gets stuffy, she's like a celebrator, so she'll toss them around and get all excited and basically celebrate that she got a stuffed animal. She's a very independent dog, but she also does enjoy when people are next to her. She likes when you're just there, but she can entertain herself. She's ready. She's been waiting a very long time for a forever home, so she's a very special girl. Yeah, tell him.
Cutest pictures and videos.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
I love it.
What a little ball of light. So cute.
So sweet, right?
I think she's going to get adopted pretty quick. She's a big personality.
I think so,
I hope
too.
so.
I keep trying to get you to get another dog.
I barely have enough space for the one and the one cat, so nice try, but not this time.
I'm going to keep trying. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We will have your morning sprint and everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning, giving you that live look outside. It is 6:42, and we, of course, will check back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth and whether he's going to get another dog or not.
He's not.
I was 34, I was a business owner. I was a single mom with a 4-year-old, and I felt a lump in the shower. I have cancer. It doesn't have me. I'm gonna get rid of it, you know, and then I'm gonna go on with my life. I was gonna do anything that it took. I did, and here I am, almost 10 years later. I had a little boy. He needs his mom.
Lather, rinse, repeat. It never feels like enough. It's not your products, it's your water. Culligan water softeners prevent damaging hard water buildup, revitalizing your hair and skin. Upgrade your routine with Culligan.
Injured on the road or on the job? Visit FromBackAutumn.com. Gather vital information on your type of injury claim. Chat live about your needs. Even schedule a free consultation. From Back in Autumn. Bulldog Tough.
The Subaru A Lot to Love event is here, which means it's time for some spring cleaning at McCurley Subaru. And this March, your trade is worth more than ever. Right now, we're giving you an extra $500 off any vehicle purchase when you trade in a vehicle, plus special event savings on every new and pre-owned vehicle. And with exclusive low-rate financing, driving home a new ride has never been easier. Get to McCurley Subaru today, where your trade is worth more this March.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
This tax season, you can relax. There's no tax. Walker's Furniture is covering the sales tax for you. For a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big, so you can get the tax break you need and a deal you'll love. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can create the home of your dreams now and pay over time. This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
Life's too short to put up with a bad bank. You have a life, places to go, people to see, and things to get done. You don't have time for banks or credit unions that don't care. You deserve better. At Yakima Federal Savings and Loan, we've served Central Washington and the Columbia Basin since 1905 with 10 branches, face-to-face service, and a 5-star app when you're on the go. So go have fun. Do what makes you happy. Life's too short to put up with anything less. Bank better with Yakima Federal.
We all have a friend who loves the McDonald's hot, crispy Filet-O-Fish. My friend, you could be that friend.
Friends don't let friends miss buy one, add one for $1 on these classics.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Kraken Canadians. Pre-game at 7 o'clock on Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have a lot of active weather to talk about over the next 48 hours. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So rain's going to pick up for the Basin, foothills, and Blues during the early morning, but by the late morning will dry out a bit in the Basin and foothills. Rain starts to pick up again from the southwest around lunchtime. Maybe some thunderstorms starting to get involved at this point. The mid-afternoon will be the peak time frame for thunderstorms, especially in the mountains, Basin, and foothills. Thunderstorms will still be possible around dinner time, but thunderstorm chances go down during the late evening, although showers could still impact lower elevations and snow could still impact higher terrain during this time frame. Will be drier for the Cascades around midnight, but this is when snow starts to pick up in the Blues. And the bulk of the snow will stay around the Blues during the overnight hours. We'll kind of hold on to that through the early morning hours. But by the late morning, snow winds down a bit for the Blues, but starts to ramp back up in the Cascades. And around lunchtime, snow showers will mostly be concentrated around the Cascades. And it'll just stay that way throughout the rest of the day on Thursday. So that's when we're really going to run up some of those snowfall totals for our Cascade passes. Speaking of that, here's some of the snowfall totals we're expecting over the next 48 hours. 6 to 12 inches of snow for our biggest Cascade passes, up to 3 inches of snow for our Blue Mountain passes, so easily the biggest impacts there in the Cascades. That's just storm system number 1. We have storm system number 2 for Friday and Saturday, storm system number 3 for Sunday and Monday. So first for Friday and Saturday, could have more feet of snow for our Cascade passes, 3 to 6 inches for our Blue Mountain passes, maybe picking up trace amounts of snowfall in the Kittitas Valley. And then for Sunday and Monday, maybe more feet of snow for our Cascade passes, 3 to 5 inches of additional snowfall for our Blue Mountain passes. So here's the bottom line. If you have to travel over any of our mountain passes, but specifically up in the Cascades, it will be dicey / dangerous from late tonight through the wee hours of the morning on Tuesday. High temperatures staying mostly seasonal over these next 7 days. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Rain and storms likely today, then rain chances stick around through Monday as winds pick up Saturday and Sunday. In Yakima, rain likely today, maybe a flurry mixing in tomorrow, then rain likely again by this weekend. In Ellensburg, wet weather for today, maybe a few flurries mixing in tomorrow, then rain likely again for Saturday and Sunday. In Hermiston, rain and thunderstorms likely today. Then we hold on to small rain chances overall through Monday with some blustery conditions this weekend. Then for Walla Walla, rain and storms likely today as well. Rain still likely Thursday, a bit drier Friday, then more rain likely Saturday through Monday. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an ABC News exclusive.
Does your client know Jane Doe?
Alex Spiro, the attorney for Jay-Z, is speaking to ABC News after the woman who said she was 13 when Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs sexually assaulted her after the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards told private investigators her lawyer put her up to it. The woman, identified as Jane Doe, has since permanently dropped her lawsuit against both Carter and Combs, but Jay-Z is now suing her and her lawyer for defamation.
This case has gone away, but he's keeping alive 2 other lawsuits. Why? Why bother? Why not just let it all go?
If you're Mr. Carter, you have an obligation not just to yourself and the people that rely on you and are inspired by you, but you have an obligation to the system to make sure the truth comes out.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have more of our exclusive interview with Jay-Z's attorney. With your GMA First Look, I'm Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York.
When is my allergy spray gonna kick in?
You need Astapro.
Astapro?
It's faster, bro. 8 times faster than Flonase. It's faster, bro.
It's faster, bro! It's faster, bro. It's mom to you.
Astapro starts working in 30 minutes. Astapro and go.
Resolve. Your pet knows if a mess is really gone. If not, they may remark the spot. Resolve gets rid of pet messes better than the leading competitor, destroying stains, neutralizing odors, and preventing remarking. Love the love, resolve the mess.
How are folks 60 and older having fun these days?
Family cookouts.
Playing games. Dancing in the park.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 6:51. It's time for your morning sprint. We're going to start off in your national headlines. New 25% tariffs on all steel and aluminum imports start today, which could potentially hike some prices for Americans. U.S. companies have to pay on the imported metals, and many economists predict the companies will pass part or all of the cost to consumers. The home building industry has already been impacted, and now auto prices could go up, as well as other items like medical devices and beverage cans. Also new this morning, Europe responding to the increase as the European Union is slapping on retaliatory tariffs to U.S. industrial and farm products.
The House of Representatives narrowly passing a spending bill that would avert a government shutdown later this week. Yesterday's vote was mostly along party lines. The measure would fund the government through September and supports President Trump's agenda. That includes a significant downsize of the federal government. The bill now heads to the Senate, where it faces an uncertain future. Senate Democrats will face a tough choice: support the Republican-led bill or oppose it and force a government shutdown. 60 votes are needed to pass the legislation. The government technically runs out of money Friday at midnight.
And all good things must come to an end. One of the best things Southwest Airlines had going for itself was its 2 free checked bags feature, but the company announces it will start charging for first and second checked bags beginning May 28. However, members of Southwest's A-List loyalty program, or those traveling on a business fare, will be exempt from the fees, and this comes among leadership changes and efforts to boost profits.
And in your health headlines this morning at 6:52, measles has spread in Texas, with the state now reporting 223 cases. At least 29 of those patients had to be hospitalized. Last month, an unvaccinated child died because of it. New Mexico has also recently reported 30 cases of measles. Officials haven't confirmed if there is a connection between the 2 outbreaks.
And in your sports news, the Seattle Kraken take on the Montreal Canadiens tonight. The pregame starts at 7 and the puck drops at 7:30. You can watch it on Apple Valley News Now, your official TV home to the Seattle Kraken. And at 6:53, the top 5 local things you need to know this morning as you head out the door. Speaking of hockey, a Tri-City Americans player was sent to the hospital after a fight at their game against the Seattle Thunderbirds. Terrell Goldsmith was hit in the face and knocked unconscious. He fell to the ice and began seizing. Fans say as he was taken off the ice, he did give the crowd a thumbs up. As soon as we have an update on his condition, we'll of course pass it along to you. Now to an update on the case of WSB trooper Sarah Clayson. She was scheduled to be in court today to hear the official charges filed against her, but her hearing has been canceled. According to the Spokane County prosecutor who's overseeing the case, his office is not yet ready to bring forth the charges. He says a new date for a hearing is not yet scheduled. Clayson is still on administrative leave.
And the Oregon State Senate passed a bill that would ban single-use checkout bags statewide, and it would allow only recycled paper bags, which would cost 5 cents per bag. Current law allows reusable plastic and fabric bags if the customers pay a minimum of 5 cents per bag. This bill will now move to the Oregon State House of Representatives.
And Mabton Mayor Rachel Ruelas is pushing for a stricter protection order against recall petitioner Ruben Olivares. In court documents, she claims Olivares violated the order at the last meeting by speaking directly to her and shouting from the audience. The order says Olivares can't harm or stalk Ruelas or come within 500 feet of her home. A court hearing on the mayor's request is set for Friday, and coming up tomorrow, we'll have more on the city of Mabton's water issues.
The city of Yakima says the community is at a crossroads. Council members say due to inflation and other factors, the cost of basic city services is greater than the amount of money the city gets. And so they want the community to decide whether it's willing to increase taxes to pay for those basic services, or if they're willing to have those services reduced or even eliminated. You can make your voice heard. Head to the city's website. You can share your opinion there, and then that feedback will be shared with the council in May.
Trending this morning, so we've heard some crazy stories about what people try to take through security at airports, and sometimes we can even forget things like water bottles inside of our bags.
Sure can, but agents were alerted when one Pennsylvania man tried to get something strange past TSA at a New Jersey airport. Take a look. That's a little turtle. Cute. More specifically, a red-eared slider, according to its owner.
Agents were alerted when he set off an alarm while passing through the TSA body scanner. A pat-down revealed he had wrapped the turtle in a blue towel and stuff.
Okay,
oh, goodness.
Okay, we buried the lead on this.
And you're making me read this. And stuffed it down the front of his pants. That's what the words say.
Oh my goodness.
That's how the story should have started.
Yeah. So he was escorted away by police and his turtle was confiscated. I wonder how. Well, police said they would contact Fish and Wildlife officials, and red-eared sliders are commonly sold as pets. Not, common to put down the front of your pants. But hey, some people, I guess. I don't know how people think they could get away with this.
I don't
and
either.
Turtle snap.
A turtle? Right. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh my. Okay. Yeah.
Pivot to weather, right?
Let's do that.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at first alert radar. You can see snow showers up in the Cascades, a rain-snow mix in the Blues, and we're just seeing a few light showers in some of our lower elevation areas. Temperatures right now in the 40s for the valleys, the same thing for the basin and the foothills, but we are around freezing at pass level in both the Blues and in the Cascades. That's going to bear a lot of relevance throughout today. So for today, rain and thunderstorms likely, specifically for lower elevations. The best chances of thunderstorms going to be in the basin and in the foothills. And again, the Cascades and the Blues will sort of teeter-totter on rain and snow for today, but snow levels plunge for tonight, 10 p.m. tonight through 4 in the morning on Friday, a first alert weather day in the Cascades, 6 to 12 inches for some of those main passes. And then from 4 in the morning on Friday to 4 in the morning on Tuesday, how about another 20 inches of snow for those same passes?
Wow.
That's a lot of snow.
That's a lot of snow.
Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website.
Good Morning America is next. We'll be back tonight with your local news and weather at 5.
Have a great day.